Free Nigeria movement, some persons will already start creating other group within it. Okay, within this thing, maybe the South this group, South that group.
We are live now.
Okay.
Does it continue? The point you're making in the introduction of this is very beautiful. We're live, but go ahead. So like you're saying, they'll create the groups, South Free Nigeria Movement, Middle Belt Free Nigeria Movement. Then they'll now go Islamic, Christian, non-believing Free Nigeria. They will create all of that.
Exactly. So we'll create all this group, and when we create all this group, each of them has a connotation and a reason, a motive behind it. When that happens, then it affects the general vision of what we are supposed to be fighting or supposed to be pursuing. Now everybody into this smaller thing, and our politicians know this game and they know how to play it so well. And that's why it is very difficult for Nigerians to everly come out in a group and sustain that for a long time. Then sooner than later, they will introduce some elements, some people in that to come and cause this division, and we'll go on fighting ourselves. Oh, this and that, this and this, and before you know, the battle is won, because it's the battle of the mind.
You know, West and America are coming.
Very true.
They have EU, they're all coming together, and we are dividing ourselves. Even within the family, you will find a brother and a sister dividing themselves. It's a shame, a big one at that. Anyway, sorry, by the way, Rita is here. Rita, you're not showing your face, sorry.
She don't get
I'm here too. It's a big shame. It's a big shame. I'm ashamed. In fact, I'm so ashamed that shame, they worry my shame.
Hey,
I'm God. The shame not even there here. How can we get into this point? At this final point, then we'll come and have this kind of rubbish.
Honestly.
Absolute rubbish.
Hello.
Take place. No. It doesn't even make any sense. Doesn't even make any sense to me.
This thing we are talking about,
Ambassador Jennifer, it is. Hold on. Let's just. Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful that we're all talking. Ambassador Jennifer is so shameful. It's almost unbelievable. I mean, the same tool that they've used since 1960. The same tool they've used since 1960.
Anyway, I think that's exactly the point. That's exactly the point I'm about. But if you see those Asiwaju supporters and all that, when they came out, they were like with placard, Ijo, something is support Asiwaju, not something supports Abba. Why are you dividing us by tribes and religion? You're still using the same old techniques when we have actually grown beyond that. We've upgraded.
No, Ned, the point we are making is that, they couldn't come out before. We have been doing this thing for over 20-something days and online. They never came out until some of us decided that, no, Dr. Moses is not supporting P2OB. Let's go there and be shouting P2OB, Labour Party, P2OB. The moment that happened, the Agbado people came out.
They saw where to enter.
They were confused before, because when we came out, we say we are not for P2OB, we are not for Atiku, we are not for this. We are fighting the justice system. The person that won the election, give it to him. This is because it's the justice system that. So we need to remodel is the battle of the mind.
Which is what the American embassy, the Canadian embassy, all the embassies took to mind. That they even told us when we went to the regional coordinator of UN, said what they like about what we're doing is because it is not across party lines. We are across party lines. We're not doing political things. So they like what we're doing. It's been long they saw such a thing happen in Nigeria. And
thank God you were there in that meeting. Thank God you were there in that meeting.
The first time they saw such a thing happen in Nigeria.
They've never seen it before, for the first time. The same thing with ECOWAS, the same thing with EU. But now, our own people have gone to court shouting P2B, they've destroyed everything. Now, but those people are out.
I don't know. So of course I've taken the 4. We've suffered it. I'm very disappointed because there's nothing that is not pursuing me. Plus Agbado, plus DSSO, plus my picture is running around that they are roundabouts. Is it fountain? Well, it was supposed to be peace fountain. That is not there. They are pointing at that woman. I went to exam her. Vigilator noticed me. Say, is this not this woman that was carrying placard that Tinubu should not? Tinubu should not do this. It was my vigilator, so that she was going to pass that paper. I was entering the exam hall. That was the first thing. The man said, Mama, let me say carry this to. They say, me, I'm an Agbado. This official, he told me to my face that he's an Agbado. That was his language.
You pass the exam.
How we go through all this, then we'll just wake up amongst ourselves. No, we shouldn't do this now.
So because the protest today, the protest is going to be on ourselves. We need to protest. We're already protesting against ourselves. But let's begin this way today, okay? So, Ambassador Jennifer, before you come in again, let's do this. Today is day what? Today is day, we've been together, day 65.
Yes.
We were on ground non-stop for 23 days. We've been online, back and forth on the ground, but collectively we've been protesting for the last 65 days non-stop. We've never stopped for one day. For one day. And guess what? We're never going to stop. After all, at a certain point in time, it was only Mandela that was standing because he had a choice to decide to do something else. You see, Mandela was not the best of the activists, but because he stood even when others would not stand, that was what gave him that victory, because he had a choice. The same thing with several other people. We can go mentioning names. So tonight, we're telling the world that we're here. We're taking the protest to ourselves and also to the bigger family out there, that when you take it from the global concept, Africa is divided. Now, this is the point here. Those who kill us abroad, they don't divide between Rwandans and South Africans. They don't differentiate between Nigerians and Togolese. They don't differentiate between Ethiopians and Ghanaians. All they do is separate between white and black. But those who kill us at home, what they do is that they divide us along the lines of our beautiful religion, our beautiful ethnicity. They divide us along the lines of our class, our status. They divide us. When they look at us and our numbers, all they think about is how to use. They see us as mathematical calculations that we use to weaponize poverty and take advantage of us. That's what they see. Those who divide us at home are so parochial. They divide us along the lines of our religion. They divide us along the bond of our brotherhood. This must be understood, especially from the Africa and Nigerian context, to understand that our ethnicity is beautiful, our religion is beautiful, the class divide are beautiful, but our humanity is greater because the blood that runs in us is red, regardless of who you are. This is what we must understand. We must grow beyond the parochialism of religion, ethnicity, and all the divides to understand that as beautiful as they are, when you flip them, they become tools of massive mind brainwashing, and to keep us dejected, rejected, suppressed, perpetually in a dark state of mindset that never allows us to move anywhere as a people. This is what we must protest against, protesting against bad education. When people go carry PhD, but they no head, no correct. They don't know, say, time to they call P2B or article don't pass. Their head no correct. They don't understand the difference between politics and leadership. They don't know the difference between governance. They don't understand because they no go school well. They no understand. It begins with our education. And this is what we're saying. No to bad education. No to bad leadership, because if we see the fixed truth of president for abroad, this one where go, they recharge, they come back. What's in be this? How can we ever move forward? All their children are schooling abroad, so they understand mind engineering, and then they come and keep suppressing us because Niger school no get sense. You no get sense. And like I keep explaining and keep talking about it, to keep the positions straight so that we can understand why 29 must not happen. Our problem is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he should not be sworn in come May 29. What they are trying to do with the ruling on the 25th, 26th, we must do everything to ensure that we put maximum pressure and stop it. And as this video is going around the world, before I hand over the microphone to Princess Abdullahi, I want you guys to listen. Sometimes you can come first, but you know in your heart that that first that is written in your result. For some people, it is 31st. They'll go and clean the tree and leave first. For some people, you slept with the lecturer, he gave you first, but you slept with him. For others, you bribed that lecturer. Yes, you bribed the lecturer, he gave you first. Some of you waited for the lecturer, you intimidated the lecturer, and so because he didn't want to die, he gave you first. But in your heart, you know you did not come first, even though the result has it that you came first. So you got the job, you got the house, you got the car, but in your heart, you know that you're a liar, you're a cheat, you're a 419, you're a scammer, you're a bad person. This is what we must fight against. You broke the law. You rigged, you snatched, you killed, you ran away with it. Yes, you have the result, but you're a scammer. It is not your result. You know in your heart that left for you, even a BQ is not qualified for you to be your house, but you are living in that mansion and people are praising you. But in your heart, you know. This is what we must fight against. If we allow this election to go, our value system would have been degraded. Our value system of integrity, of honesty, upon which our legal framework and justice system is built, will be destroyed. This is what our protest is about. To set the foundation and a legacy for our children yet unborn. This is not child's play. It is not party politics. It's about saving Nigeria from collapse. Princess Abdullahi, you have the mic. Princess Abdullahi, are you there? I don't think Princess is there. So,
hello.
Okay, Princess.
Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Hello?
Take your protest tonight. We can hear you loud and clear.
Are you hearing me?
Very well.
Okay. Good evening. This is Nigerian time anyway. We are in evening. Or we are in night. So I hope we are all doing fine. We are here in Abuja.
We thank God we're here.
All right. So I'm happy and I'm glad to be with you people. As you can see my name, I'm from Kano. I'm in Abuja now. And in the northern area, we are planning seriously concerning this protest. I've been working very hard to see what we can do about it. I'm not a small child. By the special grace of God, I will be 78 years old by 28th of December this year.
Wow.
You can see that I'm not fighting this fight for myself. I'm fighting this fight for the children yet unborn. I left my home, I left my family, I risked my life. I didn't come to Abuja by air. I came to Abuja by road. Everybody know what is happening in Nigeria now. All these past everything. But I still risk it. Because as God stretching me, I have to get up and fight this fight. Even if I fight, if I die in this fight, I'm not afraid of dying. No. I'm 70 something. What am I afraid of again? Because this is something all of us have to get up and say no to it. We have to say no to it. No matter what will happen to us. That is what I'm telling some of those my children who are thinking, Mama, I'm afraid. Maybe people have been watching all my own protests. Anytime in Abuja, I speak and it go viral. You see me. You understand? I always protest. I said, Bola Tinubu did not win. And if the Nigeria want to get a president, they must give it to somebody who is capable of, who will not bring shame to us. Not people who will be embezzling our money. The first time I heard these people was when they did primary. Come and see how they are sharing dollars. Can you imagine? They are sharing dollars. Now they have shared dollars. They have won, they have the match, they have gotten the primary. They have shared dollars again. They have tied their way in their party. They have emerged a winner. You understand? Okay, if they're now getting there, is this how they will continue? Nigeria is finished. Buhari has finished Nigeria. Buhari has finished nothing in Nigeria again. Everywhere, everybody is going through difficult period. Nigeria now, everybody. You understand? So that is why I call on my people in the north, up to Yola, up to even Niger. I call all of them. Thank God they know me very well. I said, this is not a party fight. This fight is general fight. Everybody have to get it. So we are trying to mobilize ourselves. Like I'm in Abuja, I told you, you can see me right now in Abuja. I'm even in I have called so many of them. We are mobilizing ourselves and we are going to carry out this protest. You understand? This is what happens. Whichever way you take it, don't hesitate. Please, I'm begging you. I think the better people to hold this. Please. If I can get off, I want to no chance. All of us are. I'm not fighting this fight. I'm fighting because what is happening is not right. This is not right at all. I've been a politician for the past 40 years. I have been a politician. You understand? I know what I'm talking about. We allow it to go wrong like this, it's going to be a serious problem. I've not been, I have been sick. I have not been feeling fine because of what is happening. Things are not going the right way. And we should not hold our hands and be looking at it going this wrong. It's not good. We have to get up. We have to get up. We have to talk. We have to shout. We have to cry. You understand? We don't have to keep quiet. We don't have to at all. We are human beings. God that has kept us to today know what is doing. On my age to have traveled from Kano to Abuja right now, it's not by my dream. It's the Lord's dream. You understand? So anybody that's seen me, they have seen me, have seen how energetic I am. That's why that I'm old woman. I'm still very powerful. I'm rubbing shoulders with the youths. I said, if you people push me, if I fall down, I'll get up again. I'll help you people to fight this fight. I will help you people. As far as I'm alive, I will help you not to stop me. Nothing. I don't see what can stop me. I'm going to help you. And I've been doing it. I'm keeping to my promise. So please, I beg you, whichever way you can help us, I want you to help us. I have called people from the Understand?
Mama, we can't hear you well. Are you done? Mama, are you done? We can't hear you anymore.
True.
Yes, I said thank you. I'm finished. I said that is my little contribution.
Thank you.
I said thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's such an honor and a privilege to have you here. Oh my goodness. You just made our day here, you know, sharing your story, your history, your strength, your perseverance, and being a part of us today has made, in fact, today our protest has happened already. Just by the fact that I can't, oh, Indidi, where are you? We should get Mama and throw her inside the truck and be shouting, Mahmudu Ole, Mahmudu Ole. That is what we are going to do, you know? And like I was saying, America, you people went and put 98 people to come and celebrate, You know the kind of prayer that we prayed here about aeroplane. America, 98 people to come, Abi? Okay, we are waiting for you. Anyway, where is where is Ambassador Jennifer? Ambassador Jennifer, have you gone to sleep? Okay. When you come back, just let us know. But before we take the two people on the line, very quickly, we have a special somebody here, Rita Okeme. She came all the way from Kogi State during the Labor Day. Unfortunately, it was not one of our protest day, but Labor Day. And so she wouldn't understand exactly the things that happened, but this is how we hold our online protest. She led the protest in Kogi State to the point where she's in court. She was taken by the police and she's gone through so many things. But guess what? That is why her name will keep rising, because she's a freedom fighter, a prisoner of conscience. And it's a privilege and an honor to have her here today. We've been together, we've been working together. She's been working. She's a comrade. And yes, you see, when you go prison and come out, you're a general. When you enter court and you begin to fight for humanity, you assume a different kind of position. Rita, take your protest today to the appropriate quarters. So good to have you here. The mic is yours.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here with you people. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been, Dr. Mo, it's been a while. After that, we've not seen again. I've been asking after you. I think it's due process that told me that you are much around, because I've been looking forward to see you. So when I saw you, the day I came for the court case, you were not around. So suddenly I saw you again. I've been watching you on Twitter. So I say, yeah. This is the kind of people we want for this whole nonsense that is happening, because we need people that are ready to speak out no matter what. You see, people don't know what the meaning when they say protest, they don't know what protest is all about. You see, you can't arrest me and I will go to the police and start begging the policeman. It doesn't make sense to me. Please, you people should help me if I'm wrong here, because some people are saying it's the way you spoke to the police, that's why they sued you to court. For Christ's sake, what do you expect me to do? To come and start begging? I won't beg anyone. I said, let it be. Now, they took me to court. Some people are saying I should squash the case. I don't want to mention names here. They want to help me squash it. I say squash case. Since I was born, I was brought up never to cut corners. If I'm guilty, no problem. Let me face the consequence. I can't just go and start squashing. Which case? To go and bribe the policeman? That means I'm guilty. I was having a peaceful protest and you arrested me and you expect me to come and beg. That I will never do. Take me to court. When we get to court, if they say I'm guilty, fine. The word we hear that I have my recordings, I have my videos. So if you say I'm guilty, let people watch it and see how guilty I was. So I was having a peaceful protest. I didn't abuse anybody. I only demanded for my mandate, and I was singing and praying, and you came and arrested me. Said I'm constituting public nuisance under criminal law. That is a crime. So yeah, I don't know. You are telling me, is it that I don't know my right again? And people are expecting me to beg. That I won't do. In fact, when I came out, my lawyer that they brought, the supposed lawyer that they brought for me was begging. I said, who asked you? Did I beg you to beg for me? He said, no, I don't want you to sleep in the jail. I said, and so? Obasanjo has slept in the jail. He has slept in the jail. He still became a president of a Nigerian. So if go to jail, it doesn't make me a bad person. Many innocent people are in the jail today. They are not.
You need to go to jail. Go to jail and become Nigeria's first president. Go.
Yes. But Nelson Mandela fought for how many years? And they arrested him for 27 years. He went, am I correct? 27 years, Abi?
Yes.
He went to jail and still came out and became the president of South Africa. I remember those days. I was like, let's say, maybe I was 13 years then. I used to cry when I watch South African TV. There's a movie, Sarafina. When I watch it those days, I was crying, begging God to help. In fact, to help to deliver South Africa. I never knew I will be one of these people today in Nigeria fighting for the same cause to deliver Nigeria. I was crying, shedding tears as young as I was then when I watched that movie. For God to deliver South Africa. I don't know that one day I will sit down like this and be crying for God to deliver. Do you know that since morning I've not been off my bed? I've been depressed since morning. I've been with my phone watching. I want to see the outcome of the court case. I've been so depressed. And this depression started since that time they announced this result. I've not been okay. I don't know where we're going. So I've told Nigerians, hit the streets. If not, we will keep suffering. The suffer is still ahead of us. We will keep. Let's hit the street. You can't be more. You can imagine we're on the streets protesting. Some people are even receiving awards in this same Nigeria. In this same Nigeria, you and I, we are in. Some people are receiving awards. Some people are going about throwing parties as if nothing happened. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. I'm telling you. The thing is annoying, very annoying. In fact, when I watch all these things, it's so annoying. My country is supposed to have more than this, deserve more than this. We have a lot of intelligent people, creative people. When they go abroad, they are doing fine, fantastically fine. They are in school, they come out with first class. Why can't we have these things here? Why? I mean, it's terrible. So that's why I cannot beg anybody. I cannot beg anybody when I'm on my rights. I cannot beg. I was gisting Madam Nice One today about my experience. One day I drove my car, and these people, there's this set of people they brought us in Kogi State that is acting like road safety people. Meanwhile, it's the state people that brought it. One day they arrested me. Every time they see me, they must stop me. And all my particulars are complete. Everything is complete. And when they finish, they will not ask you, Madam, how far now? Waiting go do. And I say, what? Waiting go do waiting. Waiting go do waiting. They will say, Madam, we know they cry. Why your face? And I say, please, do you know that you just wasted my time? After wasting my time, you're now looking at my face again. What do you want to see about my face? You want me to start laughing with you when you have wasted my time? Madam, we know the verse. Now find something. I'll be your boy. Now, no, you can't be my boy, because if you are my boy, I will arrest you right now for keeping me waiting here. I thought I will fire you for keeping me waiting here for nothing's sake. So that's it. And one day, when they stopped me, I didn't know that my tire that I have not used has deflated. In fact, they told me that I should give them something. I refused to give them. They said, okay, they are taking me to their office. I said, fine, I'll go to your office. They seized my driver's license. When I got to that place, before I will move, they have locked my car. I told them I want to use my car to go and pay. They said, I will pay 20,000. I said, no problem, let me go and pay. They said, one person said, Madam, so you prefer to pay 20,000 to give us this small money you give us here? I said, I won't give anybody any bribe. Since I was guilty, as you said, I have to go and pay. Don't worry, let me pay. I like the punishment you gave me. It's okay. When I err, please punish me. But when I'm right, don't punish me, because you will not like what I will do. So I went. They said I must give them the money, cash. cash, or I give them, if I finish, I must bring the receipt. And I wanted to do transfer, and they have locked my car. So I have to trek to the road, or I get a taxi. And it was going to be difficult for me. So I did the transfer, sent one of my girls that she should print out the receipt for me and bring it there. When I brought the receipt, they were saying, how authentic is this thing that you draw now? Do we know whether it's authentic? They gave it the other guy. Oga look at it. Oga say, don't worry, take it. I said, this is a receipt from the bank. Why are you saying that? He said, we don't understand. And I said, you don't understand transfer? You don't understand transfer? Okay. When I finished, when I left, from that day, these people, when they see me, they don't used to stop me again because they know I'm a bad market. If they stop me, I'm not going to give them any bribe. I would rather go and pay to the government account. So anytime they see, even if they make me say stop, they say, oh, madam, they go. Because they know I'm not going to pay them and I'm not going to give them anything. So the thing, we have to stand our ground. Today in the court, something happened. They did not allow the people to go in with their phone, and if including the lawyers started protesting, and they allowed them again to go in with their phones today. So you see, we have the power. We people, we have the power, but we are not having one voice. At the beginning of this thing, I saw what people were saying. You were saying something, and that thing is something that has always been on my mind. Why do obedient fight themselves? What is all this jealousy up and down? Somebody will come out, create something. You now come out, you like what the person is doing quite well. You like it. Instead of it to join and make it more solid, you want to duplicate your own so that they will say you are doing something. You are better than this person. I mean, it doesn't make sense, because the more we divide, they will become, will not be strong again. We'll become powerless. But we're not getting it. You want to see somebody do something. When I wanted to start this protest in Kogi State, even before I met Steve, I started telling people, let's protest. We have to go inside the street and start. This is not our result. Let's protest. Even my result here in Kogi State is not what I saw in that RF. I can't even read what they posted. It's not clear. So I said, let's protest. So they refuse. The moment I start this protest, the idea I brought, I started creating a WhatsApp group for protests. I wrote it nationwide peaceful protest. The moment I created it, started sharing the link, people that were entering inside my platform, they were fighting me. People from Labour Party, some set of obedience, they were saying, who gave you rights? Who gave you right to do protests? You cannot do protests in Kogi. You cannot do, it's the Labour Party. Did you tell the Labour Party chairman you want to do protests? I don't know where if you want to do protest, you have to go and take permission from even the president or even the governor. I don't understand. Or even the chairman of the Labour Party. Did you tell, how can you be doing protests? You did not tell the Labour Party. I said, so I cannot go on the street alone and do my protest unless I go and take permission from Labour Party chairman. Some group of people started fighting me. I had to remove them from my platform. I did not stop. It was tug of war. I said, what is this? And they never stopped. They never stopped till today. Some of them even went to Steve, telling him all manner of things about me. I don't care. That's me. I do what is right, what I know that is right. At the end of the day, I will still win. I will probably win the battle, because once what I believe in, I will remain at it. I don't easily give up. That's me. I will remain on what I believe in, except God decide to even change it for me. I remain in what I believe in, and I remain. When Buhari came in the first time, I told them that they are going to suffer. Just watch and see. This man is not intelligent. One, this man is a tribalistic man. Just watch and see what he's going to do. Because I have known him from the past, so I know what he's capable of doing. I warn people about it. You will suffer. You will suffer. But people did not believe me. And look at what happened. It's exactly what has happened. I tried my best to convince people not to vote Buhari, but it didn't work. How many of me was available there to tell people about it? So now it has happened this way. And some people are still clamoring for even Tinubu to come in. And now Tinubu has won, according to them. According Now they want to destroy everything. The obedient want to destroy everything we have planned. Everything. Because now as I'm talking to you, we are separating, we are reducing. The way we campaign is not the number of people. The number of people that campaign is no longer the number come out and even protest against these people. That's the problem we're having. So let us come together. It's only when we come together that we'll put a stop to this. And we are scattered. How many people came out for protests? How many people? It's only in Abuja that I really saw protests, real protests, that at least if when people, that time people were doing this thing, people were joining, by now it would have been so solid. Everywhere would have been filled up with this thing. And if some of us are protesting, the people that are not on ground, like I used to say, try as much as you can to support financially. Try as much as you can. That is how you will help in that protest, because you really need finance for this. That's the truth. Those of us that are mobilizers, we might not need that money, but the people we are bringing out need that money. If not, if we don't give them, they won't come out. That's my own take. They won't come out. Me, I've told them several times, I'm not a hungry person. I'm okay in my house. I'm comfortable. I do what I can do for myself. I'm not rich. I'm not a rich person, but I'm this person that I'm contented with what I have. I want people that I'm really contented with what I have. What I cannot have, I plan with what I have. But the people I'm telling to come out, they want me to give them something. That's the truth. Whether I like it or not, they want me to give me something. The people will put anytime you call us, we'll come and story. Let them come out the first day. The last Abuja went, I did not give them anything. Some people have already left.
So 30 seconds to round up so that other people can talk.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So, thank you. I'm rounding up now. I've rounded up anyway. Let me round up so that other people will talk.
Even if you decided you were going to stay here all day, we will dedicate everything to you because it's a special day. It's so beautiful to hear your story and also to protest against our internal integrity being compromised. This is what the war is. And I like something you said. Nothing is going to stop you. That's the protest. They need to know that we will stop at nothing. You can go in. What is happening in the PDP? They want to destroy so that those who are come out will not come out. Those in the Labour Party. See, we are not here for party. We don't tell them. Let them carry their party. We are here to deliver Nigeria. We are not even here for the politicians. We are here to deliver Nigeria. You know who is our problem? Buhari is our problem because he's the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. As it stands right now, Buhari can still do something. Do you know he can? That is how foolish he is that he doesn't know. And that's why we're calling him that name. He's not a good father of the nation. Look at people dying in Benue, in Nasarawa and everything. He kept mute. Going to fix his teeth. In where? In this thing. INEC plus Mahmoud, we are holding it responsible. It is not INEC that is the problem, it's Professor Yaqub Mahmoud. Because if you remove him, if Buhari removes him today, then INEC becomes a good place. You understand what I'm saying? So we will join together and hold him responsible. We are taking the fight. Sure, we went to American embassy, you people know here word. That day that we needed to break your gate and enter, we are coming back to you, Americans. We will hold any embassy that refuses to hear what. No, the woman pulled that day, Biden, you watch, and now you are sending people to come back here. You will see something. This is what we are taking the protest to institutions of governance that have become, they are decaying and are destroying us. It is INEC that they paid money that carried certificate and gave to Tinubu. So it is INEC that we're holding responsible. We will not, Rita is not my problem. Mama is not my problem. Your brother in another party is not your problem. This is the unity we must bond together to collect our country. When we collect our country back, and then we can say, wait, Rita, you're a woman, you can't take the meat before me. But we must collect the meat first now. It is with sense. Passion and energy is useless without strategy. Hey, my protest is all the I think it's all the mumu, all those that their mumu never do. Our protests we are taking it to you. Grow up and have sense. Because if we don't have sense, they'll keep dividing us. Now let's take the queue very quickly. Joe, Tessie, Fortune, and Cecilia. You guys have to take 2 minutes each. 2 minutes exactly, and I'm going to be watching the time. Please, Joel Oche, go ahead and take your protest.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Princess Abla Mamaude from Kano. You are welcome. I like your tenacity. May God keep you. You will not die. You will not die in Jesus' name. And also, Jennifer Orita from Kogi, thank you also for your Dogadisi. Yeah, my protest tonight, I'm going to take my protest to internal enemy of Nigeria and external enemy of Nigeria. One of the internal enemy of Nigeria is Nigerian youth and the entire population of this country who are in pain. If you pass them by the street, they call you. You are what is happening. You tell them that no, the only thing is also protest. You say how? We force them to come, they will not. We send them link to join. They start complaining that oh, I tried to join. But if you check them later, you see them on social media discussing, you see them on Facebook here and there. It is you guy that I am talking to this time. If you fold your hand and remain in your house, then this evil will still continue. So wake up and come to the streets. Business people, civil servants, security personnel, shut down everything and let us protest for just this one, and then let it. Then we'll be able to get it right. We'll be able to get it okay. If you don't come, then this evil and killing poverty will continue. Secondly, my protest to internal enemy of Nigeria is Buhari himself. Buhari came in. I know that he will not do anything than to kill this country. When we are fighting for this democracy, Buhari was there eating with Abacha that refused to, give us democracy. As they brought him in as a PDF chairman and was enjoying himself. When they went to bring him, I said, this person don't know anything about democracy. They brought in that is Mr. Integrity. See how integrity has brought us to killing, poverty, lack of job. We are hungry everywhere. Then to Mahmoud, who is a partner in crime with Buhari. I am also telling you now, supply all the necessary documents. We have asked us and we've paid the money. And then you are up until now, you've not supplied up to 100%. Just give us 28. The remaining 72, what are you going to do with it? Supply it now so that we'll use it and then we'll rectify issues. We don't want any bloodshed. We don't want killing anywhere again. We want to eradicate poverty within our resources. Then, to the internal enemy, which is America, that doesn't want anything good from Africa, especially Nigeria. We are telling you that your people that you have penciled down to come to grace inauguration are not safe. If you cannot strengthen what you taught us about egalitarian democracy, fairness, transparency, then don't come. Now I am beginning to agree that truly you guys are the breeding ground for terrorism, killing and all of that. Finally, to the judiciary, we have case tomorrow. And there is an originating summon. You have just called to interpret that section 134 subsection A and B on the determinations of 25% of Abuja residents. It's not regular sense. It doesn't need any other interpretation. It is open. So make sure we rule over it in favor of the petitioner. Then God himself will glorify you. Finally, to the organic structure, Nigerian youth who are looking for leadership and all of that. See, I've talked to you one-on-one. Why don't you want to listen to us? This your agility you are taking now, it will not end you anywhere. These things require strategies. Modern protests require strategies, networking. Understand, it's not about shouting here and there. We are not campaigning. Campaigning is over. It's not about muscle up. It's about critical thinking. Think well. No, we'll go there. This morning, somebody called me and I make run and I get back to her. And this is how it is done. Understand? We select a house that divided itself against itself shall not stand. If we really want to win this battle, let us unite. Let us unite. Let us unite and let us come out at once and stop these evil people. Nigeria is off to say, if you allow these people to swear in this man, then Nigeria is all for second colonization, and the colonialism will take place within some certain cabals. God forbid. Thank you.
Thank you.
The man.
Thank you. Comrade Tese, please keep it in 2 minutes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you everyone that have participated. My protest today, as the title of the protest today is the protest against ourselves. As we know, they say a house divided will never stand. And we as a people, if we have an agenda, if we have a bigger vision of something, let's not allow little issues to divide us. Because the problem we have is we have a problem of pride, a problem of division. Anything we start to do, before you know, sentiments will begin to come, regional sentiment, tribal sentiment, this and that. We start creating these divisions because this is what our leaders have handed over to us. We don't do this by error. It is a psychological issue. It's a psychological war, and we have to fight against this, because sometimes we do it ignorantly, sometimes we do it because of pride or because of interest. There is no gain whatsoever if I want to be recognized that, oh, I am doing this. There is no gain if I am recognized, but we will lose the war. What gain do I have? I do not. But the collective gain is that we all get our Nigeria that we want. We can see the people that have plotted the idea of division and all this within us. Our colonial masters, they were the ones that sowed this seed of division, divide and rule among our Africans or among the tribes of the world that they conquered. But they always unite together. They call themselves the Westerners. When they wanted to conquer Africa, they all gathered in Berlin, sat together and divided us like a piece of meat. And then every person took their share. Whenever today they have nominated all the countries, in both Europeans, Americans, to come to the inauguration, they are doing that because of their geopolitics, their interest they have in Nigeria and Africa. Because if they don't do that, Russia, China will swoop in and they will lose out. So this is the thing I was talking about the other time about the stability. Because what these people want is not democracy, they do not care about us. They just want stability so that they can continue to enjoy they be enjoying our resources. Now, we are fighting. Look, just take a look at what is happening. All the criminals are regrouping, joining back together. The other day, Kwankwaso that said that he was the best. He went now to go and do the strike deal with the worst. Look at Wike, where he's now regrouping. All these people are regrouping. Look at the governors in the south, in the southeast, that said, oh, the Igbos are marginalized. But they are the first to go and strike deal with the APC, the demons, the devils. In fact, they now put them as the spokesperson and the leader of this campaign, And now they have forgotten about the Igbos. Now it's about them. When you talk, they will talk about parties. Yeah, yesterday they inaugurated Dangote refinery. I bet you saw the caliber of people that were there. It was all the criminals from federal to local government. All of them were there. When, for example, a businessman is launching a business, for example, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos in the US and others, when they are launching a business of that stature, you see investors, you see business, corporations, business moguls all over the world going there. In our case, it is the politician. Who did you see any investor abroad or anywhere that was in that inauguration? All what you saw was the people in Agbada. And PDP was there, NNPP was there, Labour was there, APC was there. All of them were there. Even the cockroaches were there, the criminal cockroaches. United. And what do you think? It is all our stolen money. Dangote is not a businessman, it's just a warehouse to store our stolen money that is being looted by the politician. They are all the investors in that Dangote refinery. In fact, it is our central bank money, our national money that they built that Dangote refinery with. We can say whatever we want, we can give you the credit, but you saw all the criminals there. They went to go and inaugurate their meal. That is their investment, where they will be cashing now, even after they are dead, their children will be cashing now. These are the things that we have to understand. And if we understand this, that these people, first of all, the people that we say, if you say you are fighting for Peter Obi, you are fighting for Atiku, you are fighting for Tinubu, do you see when they go together and gather in those events? Did you see any person in that event of the refinery? Did you see any of them with a long face? No, but you have a long face because you are hungry, because your people are being killed. Yesterday, it was a turn of Benue again. So these people, they join together, they come together, they blend. And what we have to do is that we have to understand, liberate ourselves, and come together and stop this internal division crisis among ourselves. But stand together against this monster, this enemy, to defeat them, to build a better Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so much, comrade. Thank you. Comrade Fortunatus Nyeka, please. Mic is yours.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir. I know you are very angry. Please, just keep it within 2 minutes, sir.
I'm so sad. I'm so angry because for the past 23 days, we were on the street, coupled with other days, total of about 56 or 57 days, we have protesting. And all
64 days.
64 days, all the while we are protesting, we invited Arise TV. Arise TV never came. Even when they came, they never aired it. But as Sari Dokubo today mobilized out to the appeal court, and Arise went, videoed it, interviewed them, and showed it on their morning show, special morning show. You know what that means? The media, the Nigerian media, has subverted justice, fairness, and equity. The traditional rulers have subverted equity, justice, and fairness. Mr. President have subverted justice, equity, and fairness. INEC have subverted justice, equity, and fairness. The National Assembly have subverted equity, justice, and fairness. The State Assembly, the governors have subverted justice, equity, and fairness. Even the Nigerian youth have subverted justice, equity, and fairness by refusing to join the Free Nigeria movement that have been crying, that have been on the street fighting for the interest of all. Everyone have subverted justice, equity, and fairness, and allowed us to live in perpetual corruption, allowing us to live in perpetual poverty by way of tribalism, by way of ethnicity, ethnic bigotry, by way of killings, rapings, and maimings of our women. Nigeria is in shambles. Now, the remedy is on the table of the judiciary. And I'm seeing them flowing in the direction of also going to subvert justice, equity, and fairness. The way they are going, if they eventually do this, then the country is gone. I am so sad. I am so sad. Because what it means is that we don't have constitution anymore. What we have is just written documents on a paper. We don't have electoral laws anymore. And I'm never going to vote again in this country. Because what they say we have as an electoral law is not in practice. Voting does not anymore but matter. It doesn't anymore count. That is what they are telling the Nigerian people. And that is what they have made the whole world to know. That one, we do not have constitutional, we don't have a constitution. Because if the constitution says 25% and 25% in the FCT, which has been adjudicated upon 2003, 2008, and it comes to 2023, they swept it under the carpet. If they say we have electoral law that say people will go to the polling unit and vote via the beavers, and the electoral result will be transmitted via the beavers to the IREV for everybody to see, and INEC, the umpire, will count and announce. And at the end of the day, having spent over 300 and something billion naira, is being swept under the carpet. The traditional rulers, the religious leaders, the political leaders, and everybody has kept mute because everybody is receiving their own fair share of the Tinubu bribery. Everybody is receiving their fair share of the Tinubu monetization, of the Tinubu purchase of Nigeria. Everybody is taking their fair share, forgetting that we are a nation that are supposed to be guided, a democracy that is supposed to be by the rule of law. Sincerely, we are finished in this country. If this is allowed to stand by 29th of May, we are done. Because Tinubu might as well rule as president for these 4 years. But being a nation will no longer be there because we do not have a constitution. And anybody can do anything. After all, people have been killing people, raping and maiming people without being either arrested or being persecuted or even being jailed. And nobody is talking about it. Arise Television has never for one day aired the killing in Benue State. Neither have they aired the killing in Kaduna State. Neither have they aired the killing in Jos, Plateau State. But today, they were giving credence. They were giving special airing to a tout that have mobilized his fellow touts to join hands together to disrupt the constitutional and the electoral provision of Nigeria. I am ashamed. I am deeply and deeply ashamed. For those of us who have been doing the wrong things, instead of aligning with the Free Nigeria movement for us to achieve our desire. Most of them are just there trying to find a way to make one money or the other, leaving the purpose for which we are on the streets. How much will you make? How much would that benefit you? I am so ashamed. But all the same, we will continue to struggle. We will continue to fight, and we will continue to monitor the system. If by peradventure they swear in him by 29th of May, our work will not stop. We will continue to be on their toe. We will continue to step on them. We will continue to monitor them. We will continue to follow them up, because we will not allow this Nigeria to go down the drain. We will never allow Nigeria to go down the drain. That is all I have for tonight. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Impressive. Lady Cecilia, you got the mic.
Thank you. Good evening, comrades. Thank you so much. The last speaker, you don't have to shame. The shame is for the shameless dictators and the shameless rulers. Because they are shameless, it's because we still have our sanity. We still have our heads intact. That's why we are ashamed for them. Not so we shouldn't be ashamed for anything, because we are speaking up. We are standing tall to speak the injustices that are happening. So it's their shame. It is the dictator's shame. It is the ruler's shame, because they have been taken over by demons, by devils, and so they don't feel any shame, because something else is working in them. It ought to be their own shame, and truly is their shame. See, Nigerians, and then let me tell us something. You must be a good follower for you to be a good leader, whether you like it or not. You see apprenticeship that Igbos, our brothers and sisters do in Igbo, it's been studied now in Harvard as a course, because they do it so well. Mentorship, apprenticeship. If you cannot be a good follower, you can never be a good leader. You can't come and under someone's vision and you want to be a leader. You need to follow. You need to learn. You need to be mentored for you to be mentored. It's not about age. It's not about your physical looks. It's about the vision. So you need to key into someone's vision and follow zealously. Someday someone will follow you. And then for INEC, I'm calling the CJN. CJN, don't do the inauguration. Don't do inauguration for someone that has not met the constitutional requirements. Look at what happened today in the court. That is the spirit of Nigeria. That is the spirit of Nigerians. That everybody got up to say no. No to us not entering with phones inside here. No to us not entering with our gadgets inside the court. It's not constitutional. And all of them got up and speak. And here we are, Nigerians. They have left us with hunger. These politicians, they know what they're doing. They will leave us in perpetual hungry. We will just be there. We are hungry. Every day we are looking for peanuts. They don't want the laws they make and the policies, the economic policies favor only them. The economic policies are such that they will leave a common man in perpetual poverty. Perpetual poverty. So that when they do like a dog, you run to them and go and pick peanut and sell your rights and sell your future and sell everything that you have, sell your fortune to them because of peanuts. And they will give you the peanut and forget about you. After 4 years or 8 years, they come back to come and do you like chicken, just like a dog, and throw the small corn for you, and you dive to that corn. That's what they do. That's what they have left us in perpetual hunger, so that when they come, whatever they give us, the peanut, we cannot say no. Our willpower is so weak for us to say no. After we have suffered all along, some youth have been called future of tomorrow for 40, 50 years. They are still telling you future. You are still an errant boy and an errant girl at 50 years, at 40 years, at 45 years. When will you have a mind of your own? When are you going to have a mind of your own and a mouth of your own to speak up your own mind? We have left ourselves, we are defending our thieves, the thieves that steal our future, the thieves that steal our fortune, the thieves that steal whatever belongs to us. We are defending them and we fight ourselves because they come to give us peanuts. Look at what happened in there. They reversed it immediately because everybody rose and said it's not going to happen. When they say and is including, and is plus, and is with, it's a clear thing now, and the federal capital. It's not something they should even be deliberating. It is and, it is plus. And now they are trying to twist it because it doesn't favor them. The one that is not there, that favors them, they will shout. They will say it favors them. Look at the live streaming. They have kicked against it. They have thrown it and dismissed it because it doesn't favor them. It doesn't favor what they want to do. It doesn't favor how they want to truncate the process, how they want to twist it. It does not favor. And so they don't want Nigerians to follow the court proceedings. That is too bad. And Nigerians are so gullible. Instead of fighting the big enemy that is looking at us, staring at our faces year in, year out, we turn back to fight ourselves. We turn back to fight ourselves who is in prison, in captivity, that some of us are comfortable prisoners in their captivity. And we turn back to fight ourselves. It's a pity. It's a big pity. It's a big pity. So we should open our eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. And know your enemy. Know who is your enemy. Know what is your enemy. Like the last speaker said, the last comrade. Look at how they dine with themselves. Look at how they whine with themselves. They don't even frown faces, but they kept us here to be fighting ourselves, to be killing ourselves. Look at the killings that they are killing poor man. Which they have they entered their houses to go and kill them? They are killing common Nigerians. They are killing citizens that are good, real citizens of Nigerians. And then they are money citizens. They are there using their money to buy us up. Nobody is saying killings going everywhere. Benue, Plateau, Kaduna. There's no part of the country that they are not killing on daily basis. Nobody will come out to talk, including the media. They are quiet. And then for the US, of course, they cannot cry more than us. The US cannot cry more than the bereaved Nigerians, because it's even better for us to be fighting. So they will be selling their arms. They'll be selling their ammunitions. They'll be cashing out. They'll be making money. They will even like it. Let us remain like this. Let them be growing and be called world power. Because if Nigeria grows and gets it right, of course, Africa will get it right. They don't even want. So they will even want an imbecile to be the president of Nigeria. So that we'll keep fighting. Let them keep selling their ammunitions to us. So they can't cry more than us. If Nigerians ourselves, we cannot cry and get up and say no to the evil, to the killings, to the imprisonment, then nobody can talk for us. Thank you so much.
Oh, yes. What a satisfying moment. I just feel, like we say, I just belly full. I'm telling you, just listening to the impeccability of submissions today. And that is why we will stop at nothing but ensure that we activate. See, the case of Friday, by Friday, we have to get judgment. We're not going to let them go scot-free. Friday, we have to have judgment. Michael, you want to say something?
My heart is seriously full. I feel so annoyed this evening. When I looked at the screens and I saw that US government is sending out a list of delegation. I just wonder, is this not the same US that convicted this man? What is wrong? It's like it's not just a sickness of the black man anymore. The whites are into it. They only after what pays them. I am in my protest to this evening. I am disappointed, heavily disappointed that the US can buy into this trash. And I think we are left alone. Just like what happened in the court today. It is until we all stand up at once and tell them, no, we don't agree. If you want to shoot, shoot. That is the only time they are going to think twice. I think it's time something started happening in this country. I've been nursing this within, nursing it, not wanting to make it open, but I think the time has come when we'll have to all rise up. If it is guerrilla warfare we have to involve in, I think we should get ourselves ready for it. If they want to come after us, let them come after us. We have run enough. I don't think I have much to say other than we are at this junction where not just activism anymore, what they call guerrilla warfare, if that is what they want. Thank you.
The anger is real. The pain is palpable. Princess, you have just 60 seconds to make your submission.
I am so deeply pained. I've heard everybody this evening. In fact, I'm speechless. If I want to start my own now, I will start crying. And I'm tired of crying. I don't want to cry anymore, but these people are making me cry and they are not even seeing the tears. I really don't know how we get out of this mess. These people are just playing drama on us. These are Americans telling us that they gave visa ban. They don't want to bring the list of the people. Is it not drama? Who do we know that they place visa ban on? That they are saying they place visa ban. Now Joe Biden, that they said did not congratulate Tinubu, is sending people to represent the inauguration. So what's the meaning of all this? That's when Americans are also criminals now. How about now? They are criminals. They want to remain the world power. That was why China had to deal with them and brought coronavirus that almost killed everybody in the world to break their backbone. Those people are not real. They are criminals. And they are working hand in hand with all these people here in this Nigeria. How can they do such a thing? How can they, for a man that is into drugs, and they convicted him, and he made it for future in their country. They're coming to support him. That means they like the money he left for them now. After all, that money is to their own advantage. Since he didn't go to prison, he left money for them. They are even the worst criminal right now. They are not standing for truth. They say they are standing with democracy. What kind of useless democracy is that? The whole world has even gone mad already, as far as I'm concerned. Everywhere it's crazy. Criminals everywhere. Wolves in sheep clothing. How can they send people when we are all thinking that, yes, that is it. At least we have one country that we call useless world power that is backing us up when we did not get any congratulatory message from Joe Biden. So you cannot just stay and say, I am not with this, I'm not with this. Who will stand for the truth? Why have people in this world sold their conscience and integrity and morals? Useless people all around the place. Even he himself, Joe Biden, is he not an old man? Everywhere, old people, old order, they don't want the youth.
Who are the future of tomorrow? We keep hearing the youth are the future of tomorrow. Where is the tomorrow? When is the tomorrow? Will the tomorrow ever come like this? Will it ever happen? Or until we are all dead and gone to the grave? What is really going on? Americans, people are useless too in this situation. Una don't fall hand. I'm ashamed. I was thinking you people have integrity and you stand for truth. What do you have to do with a government that is a drug lord? That's mean you too, you're drug lord. If you're supporting your drug lord, that means you're pushing the drug yourself and going through the Tinubu. Yes, I'm saying it. And let the whole world hear it. If this is live, let everybody hear it. For America to support Tinubu, then they're also into drugs. And they have a way of doing all their businesses together. Their hands are not clean in this matter. You people have shown us that you are with Tinubu. If not, what will it take you not to even send even half a human being to come and represent you? You're sending this number, almost 100 people or more. Bring the whole America here to Nigeria now. Criminals everywhere, taking our money and suffering us. Whether you like it or not, Nigeria is the giant of Africa. In fact, we are the giant of the world. And we will get there, and that time will come. We are not giving up in the free Nigerian movement. We will keep talking. We will keep saying the truth. If you want to kill us, come and kill us all already. And then Buhari is there having a regimental dinner. They are honoring him. Honoring what? Buhari is not honorable. He's horrible. He's horrible. He's there wearing one uniform this night with his head looking at. I don't even know what to describe. Wicked man without no conscience. You think you will live now on the 29th and go and have peace? You will never sleep, Buhari. Let me just tell you. All those people we have killed. Nightmares until you use your mouth and confess and die already. Are you better than those that have even died? Young people have died. You're even old. You're a candidate for the grave. Go already. Let us have our peace. God will surely judge all of you in this world. Your generations will not know peace. All your children, your wives, and everybody that has anything to do with you eating Nigerian money. That money will hook all of them in their throats. They will not know peace. We are tired already. Can't you people understand English? Or is it what will we speak? In Hausa Mungaji, Yoruba to Sumi. We don't speak all the languages, we are not Greek here again. Only the devil's language people understand. You will go and die there with the devil. It's a pity. But we will come out. Oh, let me tell you people, we will surely come out. We are already out. This free Nigerian movement has come to stay. And you people have nothing to do about it. We will keep standing for the truth, irrespective of any party. If you do well, we talk. If you do bad, we will chastise and castigate you. If you want to come and arrest us, lock us all up already. We are tired. Haba, after all the ones they've been looking at, the ones coming to become president. There's no president in Nigeria that has not gone through prison. What kind of nonsense is this? Abemo kuna go sit down, abeg. Mumu old men, senseless adult fools, idiots. And banza koe, sha, young opi koe. I hate the mic.
Freedom cometh by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come. Freedom cometh by struggle. Freedom come by struggle, by struggle. Freedom come. When I remember Buhari, water run away my eye.
Away, water run away my eyes.
When I remember Mahmoud, water run away my eye.
Away, water run away my eyes.
Put your hands on your chest as always. The God of Nigeria will guide us and lead us. Everyone, if you're here, put on your microphone as we say the national pledge together. After the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend her unity, and uphold her honor and glory. Help me, God. We're going to get the news of our action. For those of you who are on the platform, you'll get it, and then we will spread it from there. Anyway, I won't make any further announcement here, but we're going to update us on what is next to do. Good night, and God bless you.
Good night, Dr. Mo. Good night, comrades.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Mama Abdullahi. Good night, Rita.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Good night, Goody, Amy.
Good night.
Good night.
Omi. Victoria. Good night.